Good morning. I'm Atya and I welcome you back to a session on communication skills training. You've already attended one session with Ashish Kapila today, which was on the f and the ch sound.
Yes.
Why we covered the f sound especially was because in Punjab, what we've realized, not just in Punjab, in fact in various regions in the country, a lot of people mispronounce f as ph. So instead of saying father, they may end up saying father. और ये as teachers आप भी notice करेंगे when you will actually start teaching now in the class with this sensitization, you will also realize how many students are saying father or from or even for that matter fazilka. So we know it is not fazilka, it is fazilka. Fa. Similarly, it is not father, it is fa, father. So it's very important that from now onwards, you as teachers are going to listen very carefully to how the students are going to pronounce these words.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because Ashish, it may not be the teachers who have this problem.
True.
But the students definitely have. So, as teachers, it is very important that आप इस चीज़ का ध्यान रखेंगे that students should not be saying ph, which is a bilabial. See,
Yes.
the moment I say ph, both my lips are coming together. Ph, which is not the correct sound. Our target sound is
F.
yeah. How do you do it?
F. Only the lower lip touching the top teeth to say F and a continuous flow of air out.
Exactly. So, इसका ध्यान रखना है. And we have to ensure that students also are sensitized to this. So, please ensure that you keep reminding the students who have this problem to say f.
F.
One very important reason is because this is also called a fatal error. ये फ और फ का जो interchange है, इसको industry कहती है fatal. Fatal यानी मर गए. Okay?
And not fatal.
Yeah, and not fatal, exactly. So fatal का मतलब है जिसकी वजह से इनका सिलेक्शन ही नहीं हो सकता किसी भी कंपनी में जिसमें इंटरनेशनली वो कोई काम करना हो. So the thing is they have to say f. Otherwise, it's a fatal error. Okay.
And why this is said is because it takes a bit of time and practice to get from p to f at every f word. So we need to remember that we need to keep on correcting any student that has this error, and so that the student keeps practicing over time to get to the target sound always.
Exactly. So now moving on, we go on to a very, very critical part of accent, and that is called consonant clusters. I don't know आपने कितने लोगों ने सुना है about consonant clusters, but I'm sure we all use the words which have consonant clusters in them. And why have we chosen to add this to our program is because specifically in our region, that is Punjab, there is a major issue as far as consonant cluster pronunciation is concerned. What is a consonant cluster? As the name signifies, wherever there's a cluster of consonants.
A cluster is
A group of consonants.
group
you
of
know,
consonants.
wherever
Okay.
there would be a couple of consonants coming together.
Okay.
Okay, without maybe a vowel sound in the middle
Okay.
or in between, it'll be a consonant cluster.
Can we have consonants without vowel sounds together?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
As you will see in some of the words that
Okay.
we're going to practice, Ashish, there are going to be a lot of consonant sounds clusters. Okay.
Wonderful.
And I'll also sensitize you to how we go wrong. जब हम pronounce करते हैं तो वो कैसा sound करता है और उसको कैसा sound करना चाहिए. Okay. So let us look at the first consonant cluster. Okay, which is spr, spr,
Spr.
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 Okay, so that's our first consonant cluster for the day. Spr.
Spr.
Now everybody please say it with me. Spr.
Spr.
Good. Spr.
Spr.
Exactly. Now let's move on with the words and say spring.
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 Now please remember, why we are taking this cluster is because more than often I've heard people say spring.
Spring.
Okay, have you heard that?
Yes,
Ashish?
many times, yes.
People end up saying spring. Okay, it is not spring, it is spring.
Okay. So what is happening here? If we listen to spring and spring, there is a difference in sound. Do you, all of you teachers, hear it? Spring and spring. The difference is what? Could you tell us?
Yeah, when you say spring, you producing the sound all in one go. Spring.
Absolutely.
But the moment you're saying spring, so there is a vowel sound which is coming in the middle of s and p. So it is not spring, it is spring.
Spring.
Okay, so please say the words after me. आप जहाँ भी बैठे, अपने classrooms में बैठे, आपको मेरे साथ इन words को बोलना है. आप पहले सुनिए and then say it. Some of you may not have a problem with this, but some of you will definitely have this problem, because I have been talking to a lot of teachers from Punjab schools.
Yes.
And I came across many people who said school instead of school. So it is not school. Again, there's a consonant cluster there where there is s and k together. Okay.
Yes.
So it is not school, it is school. School. Okay. So from that, I actually ascertained that there was a problem with consonant clusters as far as our teachers were also concerned. That's why we've added this particular topic to this program.
Spring.
Spring,
Okay.
exactly. The next one is spread.
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 Yes, please say it at your end. Spread.
Spread.
And not spread. It is not spread, it is
Spread.
Exactly. The next one is sprain.
Sprain.
Sprain. Okay, and not sprain. It is sprain.
So what is happening here in the consonant cluster? The first s sound is flowing into the p, and the r is also all interconnected. As Atya said earlier, there are no breaks, there are no other vowel sounds. So it's just a continuous okay? Sprain. The s and the p is a very short, very fused sound. So it's sprain. Okay?
Exactly. The next one is Sprite.
Sprite.
Sprite. Okay, the drink that we have, everybody has a Sprite, or at least has heard about it. So next time, please don't ask for a Sprite. You can ask for a Sprite. Okay.
And remember the vowel sound I to give us a correct pronunciation. Sprite and not Sprite.
Exactly.
Okay.
The next one, spray.
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 Spray. It is something that we have heard many times, that people come and do a spray to kill the mosquitoes. It is not a spray, it is a spray.
Exactly. And remember your A sound too.
Yes, exactly.
Spray. Okay?
Spray.
Alright, the next one is sprawl.
Sprawl.
Please repeat the word sprawl.
Sprawl.
Okay? Sprawl.
Sprawl.
Spiral.
Spiral.
Spiral. Okay, not spiral, but spiral.
Spiral.
Okay, the next one, spruce.
Spruce.
Spruce. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Spruce.
The next one, sprang.
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 So not sprang. He didn't sprang,
Oh, yeah.
but sprang.
Sprang. So
Okay?
we started with a spring and we ended with a sprang.
Yes, true. Please remember this. You need to practice this, because a lot of you might, without realizing it, might have been saying spread, okay?
Yes.
Or spray. I've heard this many
Many
times. All across Punjab, people spray and not spray.
Spray.
Okay, so please no more spraying, but only spraying the mosquito repellents now.
Yes.
Okay, and even whatever you spray in your the farms.
Yeah, the
The
insecticides.
insecticides and the pesticides. It has to be sprayed and not separate.
Separate,
Yeah.
yes. So let's just do the words once more.
Okay, all right.
Spring, spread, sprain. Maybe you could repeat it after me. Spring, spread, sprain. Sprite, spray, sprawl. And spiral, spruce, and sprang. Good.
Okay, so let's move on to a very interesting activity where you're going to use the words that you've just practiced. Okay, let's look at the sentences now. The first sentence is, after a tiring day, she lay dash on the bed. After a tiring day, she lay dash on the bed. Which word do you think you can pick up from here?
From the words that we've just done,
Which word do you think you can pick up from here?
to put into the
Okay.
sentence.
Let's move on to the next sentence. While playing cricket, Rohit dashed his ankle. While playing cricket, Rohit dashed his ankle. Think of the word you've just practiced. Look at this chart. Can you pick out the word?
I'm sure you all can.
Okay. The next one. The teacher told him to dash up his act. The teacher told him to dash up his act. Again, you need to pick up the word from the words you've just practiced. Can you look at the words?
Yes.
Can you identify the word which will fill in this blank or fit in this blank? Good. Let's move on to the next one. The news of his promotion dash like a wildfire. The news of his promotion dash like a wildfire.
Again, the words are here. Out of all of these.
My mother asked me to dash some deodorant in the living room. My mother asked me to dash some deodorant in the living room. Again, pick the word from the words we've practiced. Let's go back. Look at the words. Okay. So let's look at the answers now. I hope that you've been able to identify the right words. I'm sure it would have been easy to get the words.
I'm sure.
Words are not difficult. What are we trying to do here? We're trying to use those words, pronounce those words as well. Okay? So it's not just enough to write the word there. Please make sure that you get the right pronunciation of the word as well. Okay?
Okay.
So looking at the first sentence, after a tiring day, she lay sprawled on the bed.
That's the third
Sprawled.
word in the second column. Sprawl in the past tense. Sprawled.
Okay? Can one of you at each location read the sentence, please? Just from wherever you're sitting, read the sentence. Good. I hope all of you have tried, at least one person in each location has tried reading the sentence with the correct pronunciation of sprawled.
Sprawled. After a tiring day, she lay sprawled on the bed.
Okay, the next sentence. While playing cricket, Rohit sprained his ankle.
Sprained.
While playing cricket, Rohit sprained his ankle. I hope you got it. Raise your hands. How many of you got it? Correct?
Excellent.
Okay. I can see
We
a
can
lot of hands there.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
While
All right.
playing cricket, Rohit sprained his ankle.
Okay, so can one of you at each location, now someone else just read it out? One teacher at each location read the sentence with sprained and not sprained. Sprained.
Sprained.
Read the whole sentence, please.
While playing cricket, Rohit sprained his ankle.
Good. Good, Ashish, you're doing
Thank
well.
you. Thank
You're
you.
learning well.
Thank you.
Okay. The teacher told him to spruce up his act.
Spruce.
The teacher told him to spruce up his act.
That's the second word in the third column. After spiral, spruce, sprang. Spruce.
You got it? Good.
To spruce up his act. What does spruce up his act mean? It means to clean up his act. To
Pep up his act. Yeah. Okay. To get better.
to give it more lively. To get better. Yes.
To get better. Okay.
Yes,
Someone
to
who's
spruce
not
up.
doing well, maybe a student in your class who's just being careless, you can tell him to spruce up his act. Okay. To get better. To pull up his socks,
To pull up
rather.
his socks.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Yeah. The same thing. Okay.
Yes.
So looking at the next sentence, the news of his promotion spread like a wildfire. The news of his promotion spread like a wildfire.
Spread. The
Okay.
second word in the first column. Spread. After spring, spread.
And not
Spread.
Okay? So please, everybody, make sure that you're saying this word correctly because it's a very commonly used word. So we need to learn to say it correctly. So just one teacher at each location, from wherever you're sitting, from your seat, just read out this sentence, please. Okay? And the others, please listen and correct in case they have gone wrong. Okay?
Excellent.
All right.
Yes.
The next one, the last one is my mother asked me to spray some deodorant in the living room.
Spray. The second word in the second column. After Sprite, spray.
Okay? One of you, please, again, read the sentence wherever you are. Take your turn. Okay.
Good.
I think I could hear someone.
Yes,
okay?
some of them, yes. So
Right.
we have got sprawled, sprained, spruce, spread, and spray. The
Okay.
ones that we've used here.
Okay.
Good.
Moving on to the next consonant cluster, which is str.
Str.
S-T-R or str. When it comes together, okay, as a consonant cluster, Ashish, we have to pronounce it as str
Str.
and not satra.
Sutra.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. So just let's look at some of the words. First, everybody just say it with me. Str.
Str.
Str. Okay?
Str.
Try and say it. Str. Good. Let's look at the words. Street. Street. And not
Street.
street. Yes. Because again, a lot of times I've heard people saying street. You know, when I am bringing this forward to you, you might think, who says street?
Yes.
But honestly, after today, if you're conscious and if you're a good listener and if you consciously listen to how people speak, I am very, very sure that you will come across people saying street instead of
Many times.
street.
Yes.
So at least as teachers, as English teachers, it's our responsibility to understand that it is not street, it is street.
You see, also what happens sometimes is because we've heard the words being mispronounced so often, we don't even give it a thought.
Yes.
And street or spring doesn't even come to our mind till the time we've shone the light on it and said, no, it's not spring or street, it's street. And that's when you realize as well, oh yes, I hear it so often and I don't even correct it anymore.
Exactly.
So we need to remember, we as teachers need to keep correcting all the time.
Yes, and also, you know, now you will come across a lot of students in the class who will be making these mistakes. Maybe
Yes.
you overlooked these mistakes earlier, But now that you yourself are sensitized to it, you will have to be very sensitive towards the students' pronunciation of these words.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
And now you have the correct tools to correct the students as well.
Exactly. Moving on to the next word, which is stroke.
Stroke.
Stroke. Okay. Again, your O sound also plays a very important role over here. So please, it's stroke. Okay. The next word is strum.
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 Strum. What is strum? It's not just a word that we've made up. Strum, generally with music on a guitar.
Yeah, you strum the guitar
The
strings.
guitar strings are
Yes.
strummed. When you're just playing some notes on a guitar string, you strum the guitar.
Okay. So everybody, once again, strum. These are difficult sounds to produce, I
Yes.
believe, yeah, because
Yes.
they go together like str.
Yes.
Str. So strum, yeah.
Strum.
Okay. Strain. The next word is strain.
Strain. Not
Strain.
strain, but strain.
Exactly. Everybody say it with us. Strain.
Strain. And strain, the word can be used in many different ways. You can strain your eyes looking at a computer screen. You have to strain
The tea also, yes.
before you drink it. Strain.
Yeah, you
Yes?
can be under some kind of
A strain. He was under the
yeah?
mental strain.
Yes, mental strain. So
Exactly.
strain is a word.
A
you can
multifaceted
use,
word, yes.
In various forms.
In various forms, yes.
So जब चाय हम छानते हैं छन्नी में,
Also,
तो उसको we call
strain
it
the
strain.
tea through the sieve.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Right. The next word is strike.
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 An I for I sound. I strike.
Exactly.
And not strike.
The next one is stride.
Stride.
Stride. Okay. Everybody, once again, together. Stride. Good. Stream.
Stream.
Stream. Okay.
So what's happening here, if you listen very carefully, it's stream with a very, very short s in the beginning of it. So say stream with the s in the beginning. Stream. There is no stream. Stream. So before even, it's sometimes like this, that before even the sound is produced, the next sound is already being produced. So it's not stream, stream.
Exactly.
You hear it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. The next one is strength. Strength.
Which we all need.
And a very commonly mispronounced word. Again,
Absolutely.
I've heard many people say strength.
Yes.
It is not strength, my friends. Never, never strength, but strength. So please, I mean, wherever you are sitting, in your classrooms, you have to say strength. Right now with me. Strength.
Strength.
Good. The next one, strip. Strip. Okay? Strip. Just, I hope you're repeating the words after us. Stress. Stress. Again, stress. How can we use it in different forms? We can lay stress on learning the consonants.
Yes.
Yeah? Or the vowels. We can lay stress on pronouncing each sound correctly. And the other stress is what we are under.
And hopefully not you. So that's the stress.
Which we don't like.
Which we don't like. No one likes stress. But we
Okay.
cannot stress this enough.
Yes, true. So see how we can use a particular word in different ways. Okay, look at the usage. You can be under stress. You can be stressing upon some words. You can be stressing upon some thoughts. So,
yes.
you know, it's
Without causing too much stress.
exactly.
You see,
Okay.
that's how you should also use these activities to introduce new words, to
True.
show how a word differently can be used, so that it's not just the one thing that the student is learning, but many things at the same time. Okay?
Usage is very important.
Absolutely,
I think.
very,
You know,
very
how
important.
they can use it in different way.
Yes.
Any word. There are a lot of words which are used differently.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the other one is straight.
Straight.
Straight. Okay? Not straight, but
Straight.
Okay, the last one, strap.
Strap.
Strap. Everybody together. Let me hear you. Good.
Excellent.
Strap.
Let's just go through the words
Okay,
once more.
sure.
Street, stroke, strum, strain, strike, stride, stream, strength, strip, stress, straight, and strap. Good.
Okay, so we move on to another activity, which is again very interesting. All you need to do is tick the correct option. Okay, now I have taken the words with consonant cluster,
Okay.
majorly. The words are very similar to each other in terms of how they are pronounced or how they sound or look. However, they're completely different, okay, in meaning. So please look at the sentences on your screen. And I hope you have your workbooks with you, because your workbooks have been uploaded on the SSA website. Do you have those workbooks?
I hope
Because
they all do.
all these
Yes.
sentences, these words, these activities are there in your workbooks. There's a refresher trainer manual which has been uploaded on your SSA website, just like the previous time. Now you have to download this manual. I hope you all have this manual today. In case you don't have, then please carry it at least for tomorrow's class. Okay? And also when you go back home today, download the manual and complete these exercises over there.
Absolutely.
Okay? And practice with these words and sentences. So moving on to the first sentence in this activity, I saw her strike confidently on the road. I saw her strike confidently on the road. Tick the correct option. Or you can write it in your workbook, whatever is the correct option. If you don't have your workbook, if you have your notepad, at least write the correct word. Okay.
You have the sentences on the screen. Yes.
The next one. She has a rebellious streak in her. She has a rebellious streak in her. Please take the correct option. The next one is, the family was under a lot of financial strait. The family was under a lot of financial strain or strait. Take the correct option. Okay. The next one. Her father survived a massive strode. Her father survived a massive stroke or strode. Take the correct option. And the last one, the huge gathering at the politicians' rally was a show of length or strength. The huge gathering at the politicians' rally was the show of length or strength. You saying something, Ashish?
No, I was just saying that in the last one it could be either.
That's why it's been put there.
Yes, excellent. Yes.
Yeah, so it can be a show of length or
a show of strength.
Okay? So please take the correct
Of course,
options.
you need to take the correct option.
Okay.
Should we look at the answers now?
Yes, please.
So,
Ashish, go ahead, do the answers with them.
I saw her stride or strike confidently on the road. Stride would be the obvious option here. I saw her stride, meaning walk, confidently on the road. The first option here.
And please, one of you read the sentence.
Yes.
At each location, one teacher. Please, from wherever you're sitting, from your chair, just read this sentence out.
The correct sentence with the correct option. I saw her stride confidently on the road. Please remember, not just the consonant cluster we need to hear correctly, but also all correct vowel sounds and other consonant sounds as well. The t sound, the v sound, all of them. That was the first one, the first option, stride. Second sentence, she has a rebellious streak. The second option here.